Not only does Bhai enter to the joy of his fans that have bought the tickets to this movie, he also enters to the characters in the movie itself whistling for his entry. Because one layer of whistling for Bhai's entry simply not enough. भाई का इस मूवी में पहला डायलॉग है, सही का होगा सही, गलत का गलत, क्योंकि इस देश में है दम. वंदे. Now, I hate drawing comparisons, especially between some of the biggest stars that we have in our industry. But when he says this dialogue, one's mind goes immediately to Pathan when he says Jai Hind. Except that when Pathan said it, it felt earned, it felt needed. It wasn't just randomly put into any dialogue. Here, it just feels weird, forced, and frankly unnecessary. But hey, I do love my country, so I'm not complaining. Just to give you an idea about the type of person that Jaan is, he prays to Christ. His brothers call him Bhai Jaan, and he also reads the Bhagavad Gita. Moreover, he only starts looking at Pooja Hegde's character lovingly when she quotes a verse from the Gita. Truly a secular star. Pooja plays the role of a conservative restorer, which basically means that she preserves artistic and cultural artifacts. And her main role in this movie is to fall in love with Bhaijan and to get Bhaijan to fall in love with her. I feel like somewhere in there is a metaphor for Bhaijan in real life as well as in the movie being a cultural and artistic artifact which she is trying so hard to preserve. But hey, I think Farhad Samji had it all thought out, so who am I to say anything? When she asks him, how do you get emotional, angry or happy? Bhaijan just maintains the same face. It was about this point in the movie that I started thinking that the joke was on us. At one point she also tells him, "Aap thodi koshish kijiyega." To which Bhai says absolutely nothing, just looks at her and smiles. Yep, you were definitely being mocked. But what about everyone else? Venki just about shows up in the second half and is fun to watch him on the screen for the little time that he has. Salman's younger brothers in the movie are named Ishq, Moh and Love. Why? Because that's just what the violent, non-violent Bhaijan preaches. Vijender Singh is the exact opposite of intimidating as a villain. He does bring a good physicality to the hand-to-hand combat, but it just doesn't help that you can't understand a word that is coming out of his mouth. Not because of his accent, just his sheer inability to act. This guy won a bronze medal at the Olympics for India. How the hell does he end up in this movie? I guess this is what happens when you don't win a gold, huh? That was just a joke. Please don't knock me out. My biggest takeaway from this entire movie was that Salman Khan bats left-handed. Who knew? I didn't. Did you? Let me know in the comments if you did, because I didn't know. Anyway, on to the next meta moment in the movie. There's a point in the movie at which the brothers are talking to Pooja and they tell her, "हम सब अपने आप को किसी right person के लिए बचा के रख रहे हैं." As they say this, we just see a shot of Salman with his long locks, looking on and smiling.
You're a virgin.
But hey, what about the action though? To be fair, the action isn't all that bad. In fact, the action scene right before the interval block genuinely makes me believe that he had just woken up in Pathan. He's just about started to stretch his legs now, and by the time we get to Tiger 3, he'll be completely warmed up. And there were a lot of fight scenes with a bunch of cool moments in this movie. I think it was also the first time that I saw someone use a sniper rifle to shoot someone point blank. Not just that, Bhaijan breaks someone's hand with his head, bites their hand, and then proceeds to pummel them with his head. If you ask me, that's a red card, but Zidane would be proud. To sum it all up, I think it's Salman's lack of interest in the movie that prevents anyone else from even trying to act. Think about it. He's the main star, the sole reason this entire movie has been made. And if he doesn't care, why should anyone else? He's there for a fun ride, as are they. It just so happens that they all come across as extremely boring havers of fun, whereas Bhai just manages to scrape it. And if you're an exceptional human being who doesn't care about much in life, why should you care too? Maybe that's how the movie is meant to be enjoyed. Maybe Bhai is ahead of the curve and we're all just playing catch up. If you're still watching this, firstly, thank you. Secondly, I know this is going to sound weird after everything I just said, but trust me, if you're having a bad day, just have a drink or two. Take 3 or 4 of your friends to the theatre and just go for the movie. Even if you don't laugh at the jokes, I guarantee you will be laughing at the movie. That's how I saw it anyway. Finally, I do understand that this movie was simply a homecoming for Salman, but I genuinely hope with all my heart that he has a good outing with Tiger 3. Because I damn near lost my voice hooting for him for this movie. Even though most of that may have been for ironic reasons, nonetheless, I hooted. And that just makes me wonder, what will happen if he actually tries with Tiger 3? I guess we'll just have to cross our fingers and wait for that one. Till then, Vande Mataram. Till the next review, do whatever you want to do, man. Just don't trouble your mother. For those of you who get that one, you're my guy, you know.
I'm blessed.
Amazing.
Blessed.
I'm blessed. I try.